I'm Cammy,
And I'm Moni,
and this is a little chat.
a little chisme.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hello, hello. How are you?
Recovering.
Yes, you were sicky poo.
Yeah, I was not feeling well. It was like definitely a sinus thing going on.
Oh, that's the worst kind
Uh,
of sick.
you know what though? Very mild compared to everybody around me. It was literally just like feeling that congestion, and it was hard to work and come back from the wedding and like have to get back on task. That was
Yeah.
the hardest part. And then I just kept getting these like terrible headaches, and then I eventually my symptoms led me to uh, the conclusion that it was definitely like a sinus infection. So
Oh,
I'm feeling much better, but I still have like the remnants of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that little like nasally pressure type.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
sleepies.
Mhm. How are you?
I'm chilling like a villain. Birds are
Chilling.
in the
Literally
bowl.
chilling.
Yeah, I mean it's not too bad. It was like 40 today, 40 degrees, something high
That's
42.
not bad.
No, I gave the boys a haircut and a bath and stuff. It was a good
Oh
weather for
wow.
that. So very productive day for Cammy over here. In addition to
Mm.
working, that's what I did during my lunch break.
Wow, what a lunch break.
I know, right? There's just so much to do.
Mhm.
I got one of those
I got no
cool.
lunch break.
Yeah, I know. It's nice to actually have them compared to working in like a school or where you work, in like a clinic. It's nice to be in an opportunity where I can actually take that time. And typically I do. I
Mhm.
do take the hour and I go do something or
Yeah.
just chill, like unplug my brain or read. But today I was like, let me be productive. I got this new
Nice.
vacuum. It's like a vacuum clipper. So it
Ooh,
cuts the dog's hair but sucks it up right away. It's
that's dope.
game changer. Normally it takes me about 2 hours to cut the boys, but I think I did in an hour and a half today. I had to do a little bit after
Okay.
work. The boys had they were looking like the Grinch because their legs were long,
Yeah.
their body was short.
Yeah.
Little
That's
Grinch
so
feet.
funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Cute. Well, where did you get this awesome new tech?
Of the internet, Yeah,
Mm,
Amazon.
cool.
Yeah. How how's it transitioning back? You had the sickness. You
It
had
was
your
just
dad here
slow,
for a
like
while, so I feel like it's been a little
hmm
chaotic for you, right?
yeah, he was with us a week and then he had left the Thursday after the wedding, which we got married on Sunday. So we had the rest of the week with him, did some family stuff and errands, and also just like I hate living in mess. So after the wedding, we talked about it, like all the boxes and the flowers and the cards and things, like all just, when they clean up your items at the wedding, it's not organized.
No, I
It's
just
not
throw
the way
everything in
you
one place.
yeah, it's not how you set them up in the boxes. It's just thrown everywhere. So pretty much like within 3 days after, like I went through and unpacked everything, organized it, sorted through it, and then put it away. So it was good.
You're cleaned out?
Oh yeah, we're done.
Oh my god, I'm so
Even
jealous.
the flowers, I did new arrangements, and then they like got to the point where it's time for me to throw a lot of the flowers out.
Oh, was that
So I
sad?
just did that. Yeah, I was so sad.
No.
Even here, like the viewers you can see, but like I still have orchids still in like their component,
So
and
pretty.
you see they're starting to like
Oh,
wilt on the
yeah.
edges. I'm like, no. A part of me honestly like considered I even watched like tutorials about how to preserve flowers with like silica, what is it called?
Resin?
Something beads. Not with resin. First you have
Oh,
to dry out the flowers. Silica,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I feel like we talked about
Yeah,
this.
well, we did. We did. So anyway, I really considered it again and I was like, man, should I go to Michael's and like just go do it? But no. I don't need another project. Like I can find maybe some more beautiful flowers and make something new later, like and put that to my mind later. I just decided
Yeah.
no. But it's sad. I
I'm
have like
sorry
what's
they
the
died.
I know. I miss them.
I'm super
No, but
jealous that you're
I'm
packed up.
very yeah, I'm well, sorry, you don't have a me.
We have a basement,
I
so everything just goes there to die, which is where at right now. I'm literally staring at some of our wedding stuff right now.
yeah, sorry.
I can
Yeah,
pull
we
one
live in a
too.
very small apartment.
This is one of our aisle
Hey,
decor that Jess made for people
super
listening.
cute.
It's a white rose with some lavender, eucalyptus, silver dollar, and regular eucalyptus.
Cute.
We're trying
Love
to
it.
sell that stuff though, so I don't want to put it away.
Good.
I did
Mm-hmm.
reorganize the closet so everything is nice. We put away Christmas and then reorganized all the other bins. I labeled them with the label maker that we bought for the wedding. I'm
Hey.
getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm
Okay, so
getting
you've
there.
done some progress. You've made some progress.
In some places. In some places.
Well, that's the beauty of a basement and like a larger like living space, you know what I mean? But yeah, we have a very small apartment, so it was already just so cramped with all this wedding stuff and then getting it all back and it being like so disorganized. I was like, I can't live like this. So, needed to go.
I feel that. I feel that.
hmm I am patiently awaiting my remember I told you I did like the preservation thing. So I did it through Etsy. So I haven't messaged because I don't want to be annoying, but I'm about to message her
Yeah.
tomorrow to be like, hey, how's it
I
going?
thought about you this weekend when we were cleaning things up because we still have our bouquets like laid out, drying out right now.
hmm
Which they're probably dry by now, but we're just gonna leave them like that. Until
Oh,
Jess finds something she wants to do with them. But I thought about you. I was like, I wonder if that chick's done. Like if it's finished. And I was gonna ask you, so I'm glad you brought it up. Nice to know that
no,
you have
it's not.
no alerts.
No, she hasn't messaged me or anything. So, I mean, I know it takes time
I was gonna say flowers
and they
take
have
like
to,
weeks to dry out, I think.
well, yeah, if she does it the method you guys are doing, which is just laying them out, but they also do the silica gel too. And I've
Um,
seen a bunch of different ways, but they have to do the drying out, then they have to press it, then they arrange it, then frame it. So I know it takes time, but your girl's waiting very patiently.
messages her after the show. It's like, hey,
I
by the
will tomorrow.
was just thinking of you, girl. Mostly my bouquet though.
Hey,
Where it at?
by the way, if you want to listen to Little Chat, Little
Yeah.
Chisme, I shouted you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta use her Etsy name now because you showed her.
I will find it. I will find it and I will shout her out by the end of the episode.
All right. All right. So things I'm excited about. Just gonna throw it out there. Birds are in the bowl, baby. Super
Yes,
Bowl
yes.
weekend. Don't know what
I
we're
know it's
doing
so
yet.
fast.
Yeah.
No, you don't have any plans yet?
Well, Verizon did this like fan fest thing where they opened up the link. Um, if you were Verizon, and we have Verizon Internet, and so we
Okay.
signed up for tickets. We're trying to figure that out right now. I just emailed them before we got on the call. Actually, that's why I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be
Mhm.
a little late." So my lovely wife is like, "Can we do that? Are we gonna do that? Because we don't want to. We want to be in the crowds of people, but we don't want to
Mhm.
be too deep in it. You know, like Broad Street would be
Yeah.
the vibe. It would be a great atmosphere, and I'll have FOMO, when we win and I see like them all hyped up, right? But
Mhm,
I
mhm,
also know that
mhm.
if I put myself in that situation, I'm going to feel super anxious, especially with how things are right now. Say we had a plane crash on Friday, like
Oh,
it's
wow.
crazy. Yeah, that
Mhm.
plane crash that was in Philly, it happened like 12 miles from our house. It was kind of wild.
Mm.
It like dug it literally, like I don't know if you've seen, have you seen videos? Did you know? Or did I just break some news to you?
I I believe I saw something that said plane crash, but I really didn't read into it. It was like one of those passing
Yeah.
like images, whether it was on like TV or something that I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. It was this plane that was carrying a little girl that was at the hospital in Philadelphia. I think she was at CHOP, which is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It's popular. It's like a famous hospital.
Uh-huh.
She was getting treatment for a, I think it was something was wrong with her spine. But they ended up she was there for a while. They weren't able to cure her, so she was going back home to Mexico, and the whole crew and everything. It was like like a paramedic, the two pilots, a paramedic. I think someone else that worked at the hospital, her mom and her, and it took off, and it like right away. It
Really?
crashed. Yeah, I think they were in the air for like a minute, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was, dude, the videos are insane. Like it was crazy. It was just this, it fell and then this huge fireball. It exploded into pieces and it caught a bunch of like houses on fire. There were cars on the ground that it got caught on fire. It seems like there's
Oh
only
my god.
one casualty on the ground. Um, Unfortunately, but there was a lot of burned cars. It was
Mhm.
wild. It was crazy. This is crazy times, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they say what the complication was with the plane? They
No,
don't know yet.
yeah, they were looking for the black box. The black box is the recording device. It like records pilots' messages, and like
Mhm.
everything that goes on in the cockpit. They were looking for the black box for a while, for a couple days, and then I think they finally found it yesterday, or maybe Sunday, but it was 8 feet in the ground.
Oh my god.
That's how deep that thing. It's crazy.
Wow.
Thoughts to those people. It's
How
really
did we
sad.
get here?
I don't. Oh, I was talking about the Super Bowl. I know. Sorry to be
Because
depressing, guys.
honestly, no, honestly, because how we open, I mean, we when we talk about what we wanted to talk about today, we wanted to leave it open, right? And so, but I remember you like starting our conversation with, so the things I'm looking forward to are. So I'm like, how the fuck
I
did we
know.
get here?
It's because I was talking about the Super Bowl and how like I want to go to Broad Street and be in
Yeah,
that.
but you want to be all up in it because you're gonna get anxious and there's crazy things happening for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Like if they do the parade, like, the parade on that week when they come back,
Yeah,
we'll most likely go to that. But
that'll be cool.
I think night of, keeping it low key. So
Mhm.
if we don't do the Verizon Fan Fest thing, then there's a bar that the bar we went to when you came to visit, with Bob. We went, I think.
The bar, oh, the one outside that
Yeah,
had like that nice outside area. Okay, yeah.
yeah. They're selling seats or tables, so we bought a table there just in case to watch it a
Okay.
little more low key, but still in the atmosphere of people.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was like a whole shopping plaza, but it also had like all those restaurants. So I feel like it'll be popping.
Yeah,
And now,
hopefully popping
mhm.
enough. Got the bird shirt for our listeners
Nice.
and our watchers, but you guys can see it. Kind of, not really. What are you? You got anything this week? Where are you watching the game? Are you watching the game? I hope you're watching the game.
Yeah, I want to watch the game because I'm an adopted Eagles fan because of all of
Yes.
you. Um, we have some options. Um, the thing is, we're kind of double booked by
Oh,
accident. So,
who are
we'll
you
see.
double booked with? Let
We're
them
actually
know.
triple booked.
You're
We're
triple
not
booked.
we're not
Damn, y'all are
yeah, like, I
popular.
didn't no, it's not that, it's I didn't, like, confirm. I didn't say yes to everybody, but, okay, this is gonna be hella relatable, okay? So, we just had the wedding, right? Obviously, you have
Yeah.
family that you see and, like, so I feel like I have a little bit of an obligation to, like, follow up with some family members.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, we had a family member who invited us to, their Super Bowl party, and but I already kind of talked to a friend who's throwing a Super Bowl party. But here's the chisme.
Ooh.
Desiree told me that mom is throwing a Super Bowl party, and can I be 100% honest? Mom can cook. Okay, so I know that the best food is gonna be at mom's. So if I'll be honest, I really want to take my ass to Mama's house because her mom's gonna throw down for the Super Bowl party, and they're huge Eagles fans. You know what I mean? So I feel like the
Yes.
atmosphere, the food, hanging out with Des and her
Yo,
family.
she could throw down. So,
You know what I mean?
you
So
know,
it's like the magnets are pulling me. They're
l-
pulling me
let me
to
ask you.
Poinciana.
Let me ask. The friend that you said you would hang out with,
Mm-hmm.
what side? You or Bob? Or combo?
Oh, Bob's side.
All right,
But
send Bob.
honestly, no, no,
yeah,
no, 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 no. Combo. Like I met them through Bob, but
yeah,
like
of
we have
course.
formed a very good relationship. So it's a combo, and I love them to death. And they also throw down as well, like really well. You know what
Okay.
I mean? But it's one of those things that honestly I feel like I might have to do a multi-stop because the family member kind of threw themselves in the mix, and like I feel
Mm,
like I might have to do a little pit stop and then figure out what the night is going to look like. But it's a Sunday. Like I have to work the next day, so I'm not trying to get crazy.
true.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say you should start. What party starts the earliest?
Good question. I don't know.
You gotta figure that part out and just do little pits, but end at the Eagles fans' house. End at Dez's house.
I
End with
know,
the
I know. Or
vibes.
honestly, I mean, Bob and I, our MO is very much like, you know what? We just gonna stay home,
Watch,
not choose.
I'm gonna ask you next week, and you're like, no, we didn't do
We couldn't
anything.
choose. Yeah, we couldn't choose. Like, I will watch the game, or honestly, go to a local bar or something. Like, I couldn't choose. I can't. I hate being in that position. Like, we're staying. We're going to the bar and just chill.
yeah, because
Yeah,
then
I
if
don't.
you show up to one, then everyone else feels a little left out or not as important. I feel that. I feel that.
I know, and it's like I just want to watch the game
Yeah, I
and
get you.
chill and have a good time. So we'll see. Also, just things have been crazy, so we're kind of like trying to pull back on the socialization right now.
Also
Just chill.
important. Yeah. Get your little
Hmm.
hermit on.
Yeah.
The Wing Shack, fun fact, is a bar in Orlando. It's like kind of close to the airport. It's the unofficial, I think it actually is the official Eagles bar of Orlando. So if you're ever trying to catch an Eagles game
Wing
with a
Shack.
vibe, yeah, the Wing Shack.
What? I'm gonna look this up. Wing Shack.
And their wings are fire.
You've been?
Yeah,
What the
that's
heck
where we
is
would go
this?
to
I'm looking
watch the
this up.
games when we lived down there. The Wing Shack.
Oh, in the Presidente.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
in the Presidente
It is
Plaza.
a legit
What
bar.
the heck?
It's cool.
Wow.
Good
Had no
vibes.
idea. Okay.
Plan to go
Well,
early if
that's
you go.
cool.
Super Bowl, they're gonna be booked up, but for next
I'm
year,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, for next year,
Okay.
always a good idea to catch a game there, catch a
Or for
vibe.
like any other game. Yeah. Any other game. And I also love wings. Hello.
Yes,
So,
the wings are really good. So
oh,
10 out of 10.
okay.
If
Great.
you're in Orlando, listeners, Wing Shack, go for a Birds game, stay for the wings.
Please sponsor us.
hey, Wing Shack, just throw it out there. Just saying. All right,
Yeah.
looking forward to. Okay, we talked about the weekend, but what about like life in media? Let's talk media. We kind of touched on it
Okay.
a little bit. Any TV
Hmm.
shows, movies, books you're excited they're coming out in the next couple months here?
I am in the ACOTAR world right now. I know I'm late. I'm only on the second book. I'm listening to it on Audible. Actually, it was a whole journey to get into it, but I think I attempted 6 times to not watch. Hello, to read the first book, and I finally got into it, and then I just kept listening to it on Audible because it just works for my lifestyle. I'm always on the road.
Audible's the way to go.
Hmm. Yeah, or I like to listen when I'm cleaning, when I'm folding clothes, like different parts of the day. So I am on book 2 and loving it. So I heard there's going to be an adaptation,
Oh,
and honestly, I'm reading the book, and I already the way I don't know if anybody else experiences this. I think I talked to Bob about it, and he does too. When I read a book, I visualize it like a movie. It's just the way my brain works when I
yeah.
read. So I'll think about what the characters look like, what the costuming, like I'll just start to kind of visualize it as if I was a director.
Hmm.
And so as I've been listening, like I've been like, ooh, like who would the actors be? What would they look like? What would the effects look like? It's super cool. So I'm excited about that. I'm really into it.
Can I plug real
Shop,
quick? Just real quick.
yeah.
I'm sorry. For those of you that don't know what Akatar is, A Court of
Oh,
Thorns and Roses. Also,
mm-hmm.
Audible, not as good as Libro FM. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Libro FM.
Yes, Libro FM supports local bookstores. You can choose a bookstore to support with your
Cool.
purchases. So, those of you that use Libro FM, or if you want to support small businesses instead of big companies that, might do some shady stuff, throw your money at
That.
Libro FM. And while you're at it, support White Rose Books and More as your bookstore. Low plug. Okay, go
Plug.
ahead. Audiobooks are reading, by the way. So,
I know that's a whole thing. I know. That's a whole thing.
what else are you looking
Listen,
forward to?
I like physical books too, but yeah, I still consider it reading. Okay,
Yes.
guys?
When you're on the
It's on my
go,
yearly roundup. You know what I mean?
yes.
Um, I have yet to see the Fantastic Four trailer, but I'm gonna watch it as soon as we finish. And I saw that Pedro Pascal is a cast member, which I'm obsessed. Love him. So we'll see. I mean, Fantastic Four is one of those movies that's like had so many attempts.
Which version of
Um,
which version are we on? Version 8?
I know, so it's kind of it's like very comical at this point. But we'll see. I have a lot of faith in him, so we'll see.
He's the
I don't know
dude
who
with
else is in
the
it.
the hair, right? The white hair on the
He's
sides.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh, I don't
Let's
know. That's
see.
what I
Oh,
thought.
I pulled it up. Oh yeah, he is.
We should
He
have done
is.
our
I
research here.
pulled it up. Well, I did. Okay. I pulled it up, and Susan Storm is Vanessa Kirby, which she looks familiar, but not so familiar. So we'll see. Then we have Joseph Quinn as Human Torch. Joseph Quinn, where have I seen him before? Game of Thrones.
I think
I recognize him.
Stranger Things too. I'm pretty sure that name's
Yes.
familiar.
And if you saw Gladiator 2, he's also in Gladiator 2, which terrible.
I was gonna say I heard that
We're
was
not,
bad. I think you said it was bad
we
too.
won't talk about it. It was terrible. Then Pedro, Daddy. And then we have Julia Gardner, who is going to be. Who is she going to be? Mm.
Who's left? They said 4 people.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, though. Who is she playing?
Maybe the villain.
Anyway,
There's
maybe
always a
I
villain.
recognize her. Where do I recognize her from? Ozark. Yes, I've seen her.
It's a
Oh, and she's
solid
also
show.
the one I never saw it, but did you ever see the show Inventing Anna?
Nope.
Okay, well she's like I think the main star in that. So
Hmm.
there's some other really good actors like I think it's Eben Moss Bachrock, whatever. Oh, he's the thing. Oh my god, it's the guy from the chef oh my god, what's the show with the chefs?
The oh my gosh, why is it not there?
It's
Yes, chef.
blanking.
Yes, chef.
Yeah,
Um.
that's the name of the
Oh
show.
my god, the bear. The bear. Such a good
Bear.
show.
What's funny? I was like, yeah,
So
like the
good.
Chicago Bears, like Chicago Bear, the bear. Um. Anyway, he's gonna be playing the thing. It's the best friend, the brother's best friend in the bear,
Oh, okay.
and
Interesting.
Natasha Leon, which is I love her. I think she's so funny. So there's a bunch of really good actors in it. I guess we'll see how it turns out.
All right. Anything else?
But um, hmm. We talked a little bit about Oscars coming up, so I'm excited
Yes.
to see how Wicked does.
What was how many
Other than
it was
no,
nominated for a lot,
yeah,
right? They had
Mhm.
like eight, I think, eight nominations in total.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to the Oscars too. I used to do this thing where I would always watch the best pictures, at least like the best picture nominees, and typically the best
Yeah.
picture nominees trickle into all of the other categories too. And I would
Mhm.
pick which one I think deserved it the most. But
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna try to do
I
that again this
try
year.
yeah, I try and do the same thing, like, if I have the Grammys and, like, if I have all of these shows in my radar, I typically like to watch them, but I also like to be prepared as well. So same thing with Grammys, if there's, like, the best albums, I'll try and listen to all the albums and see which one's my favorite, you know? This year, it was a lot of familiar albums to me,
We'll dive
so
into that and talk.
yeah. But I wanna do the same thing for the Oscars before it comes and try and see all those them films before
Maybe
the show.
maybe our episode before the Oscars we can do a little what we think of each movie.
Predictions?
A breakdown. It'll be our Oscars
Mm,
episode.
okay.
Yeah, as far as anything else before I dive into what I'm looking forward to,
I don't think there's
other than
anything else on
Super
my
Bowl.
radar.
I didn't really have
Mhm.
anything either when you initially asked me. I was like, The Equalizer's coming back, so I'm looking forward to that. That's a solid
Oof,
show.
Denzel.
If you've ever watched it. No, it's the is he in the new season? Or
Oh, I don't
no.
know. I was thinking of the movie,
No, not the
Denzel.
movie, not the movie. Yes, the
I
movies
love
are
me some
really good.
Denzel.
Yes, yes. This has Queen Latifah though. So,
Ooh,
pretty good. Yeah.
Queen, love her.
It's a solid show. I would watch it if I were you. It's pretty good. The Rookie,
Okay.
which is one of my low key faves, is back. But most
Mhm.
excited for in March, Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the
What's that?
newest Hunger Games book.
I
I can't wait. I can't wait till it comes
can't
out.
wait.
I read
Oh my god.
Yes, I read the earlier one. I can't remember what it's called
Songbirds
now.
and Snakes.
Thank you, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I read that in
So
like
good.
2 days. I was like,
Yes. No, I know. Mhm.
that's a bummer when you're super excited to read something that you wait so long for it to come out and then you finish it in like a
Mhm.
day. And it's like kind of like with Netflix shows because they throw Netflix does batch for most things now, but
For most things, yeah.
in the days of streaming, you don't have that you have that waiting anticipation where you wait a year for a season and then you finish it in a week, and
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like waiting, so I
that's
like
true.
binging, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
true,
No,
true.
know who I was talking about it with the other day, but we were talking about kind of like what are our favorite bingeable movies or shows or series or whatever. And it's just always like Hunger Games is at the top for me. I love the Hunger Games books. I love the movies.
Yep.
I love Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The book was so good. It was so comparable to the movie. They did a great job. So I can't wait for that too.
Yes, that's one of the few, I feel like, movie renditions of books that, while it does not encompass it all because it's a lot, so it's hard to pick it up,
Yeah.
it does do a
Hmm.
really good job of building the world that you imagine when you look
Oh my
like
god,
you're
yeah.
reading it. One of my
So
faves.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's talk about it. The Grammys. What are your thoughts right off the bat?
Okay. So, the Grammys.
The
Um,
Grammys.
do we want to just talk about like
From beginning to the
the
end.
awards, the fashion? Like, what do you want to get into?
Listen,
Because
fashion, I'm not, fashion, I've got one topic we can throw out there, which
is it going to be
is,
Kanye?
yes,
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's
wild.
just really like it's wild and it's just so sad
Mhm.
to see that on display and then just to like what like this woman and her expression is just very sad
Yeah,
and
she looks
very like
petrified.
satisfied.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. It's
Hmm.
terrible. I don't understand. You know, it's one of those things that like when you are not, it's not your world and like you just can't imagine ever being put in that place and like how do you say yes to something like that, you know? So I'm like trying not to judge, but also it's just like unfathomable.
Mhm.
um,
I
being in
yeah.
that position and for the world to see, and you have this just this is crazy to me.
Mhm. There's actually a I think yeah, I agree for sure with that. I think that it's really sucky to see people come to such harsh conclusions when
Mm.
clearly if you take and that's I think that's a lot of what people do now is take things at face value rather than
Mhm.
looking deeper into them, you know? Like maybe it's the
Right.
laziness of society, but if you look at her face, you know, like you just know that she is not comfortable. Like she is
Mhm.
something's up. I don't know if he pressured her to do it. That's probably it. I don't know what it is, if she's being emotionally abused. Like I don't know the extent. I don't live in their house, but she
Right, right.
she wasn't like, yeah, look at me. You know, she had a look of terror, and the amount of
Mhm.
people that just immediately see it and judge her and call her all these names and say all this stuff about how she like doesn't respect herself, and it's I can't.
Mhm. Yeah, I know. So which is why I try and like not make judgmental comments about it's not about her necessarily, right? It's just the situation is very sad and you hate
Yeah.
to see somebody like yeah, you like you said she did not look comfortable. So that's uncomfortable to see and
Mm-hmm.
that's like heartbreaking to see another woman have to go through that. But it's just wild, you know. I heard. I mean, I don't know. I really again like the news. I don't read too much into it. I saw some headlines and like I'm in the chat and we talked about you know how uncomfy it was,
Mm-hmm.
but seems like he wasn't even invited or he was and they kicked out or like do you have confirmation?
I do not have confirmation, but I did
I'm
hear
just
something
wondering.
similar that he wasn't invited. And then they just right after that were like, hey, like you walked down and then walked out. Like got the red carpet
Mhm.
moment. I did hear though a blind item, like I read a blind item, which for
Mhm.
our listeners that don't know, it's basically chisme. It's a blind a blind item
I didn't
is
know.
yeah, a blind item is a news story that reveals the details of a situation without giving away the who's basically like
Mhm.
and there was a blind item that a person that got kicked out of the Grammys, which like how obvious can you be with that? But that they said they were telling people that they could rent their wife for an hour, like by the hour.
Mhm.
So if that's true, you know,
Ah, it's just sad.
it's
It's
hard to
terrible.
like. It feels hard to listen to Kanye, but Late Registration is such a good album.
I know. It's like when I know. I know. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
It is.
Ah, it's just sad. I know. It's a whole that's a whole nother topic because we love that album so much. But
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Okay, so fashion was all right. It was cute. It was okay, you know. Um love Sabrina Carpenter, just putting it out there. Love her so
Yes.
I loved her outfits. I love her aesthetic, but you know, that's just across everything she puts on.
Her
Actually,
performance is great too.
after the show, oh, so good. After I recently, right after the show, like I was looking at her stylist's Instagram, and I follow them now
Hmm.
just because for fun. I think my favorite performance though was what's her name? I'm blanking. The rapper who won from Tampa, Florida. What's her name?
Tampa. I also
Hold
am
on.
drawing a blank.
Oh my God. Why am I throwing a blank?
Me too. Um, she was really good though. I liked
God.
the crowd involvement in that
Mhm.
one. I liked how everything was uniform. Like it was just like all.
So good.
It's so I can't imagine the amount of planning that goes into that to be able to make it seem like so cohesive.
Mhm.
The award that she won, the best rap award, that was she's the third
Doechii. Oh my God,
Dochi, yeah,
Doechii.
Dochi. She's
I'm
the
like, why am I
third
drawing a blank?
person to win that award. Like the
Mhm.
third woman, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. It was awesome. I loved her performance. I'm not a huge Charlie XCX fan, but you know, it's all right.
What? You're
I
not
keep telling
Brat?
you, listen, listen. I think the term is funny. I like it, and I keep telling Bob that he's in his brat era. At least he should be, and he's gonna have a brat somewhere. Like, what is brat? What is brat? Um, but you know, I get it, right? It's just not my vibe, but I understand it and I respect it and like woohoo for her.
Yeah.
I have a newfound love for Chaperone because I also didn't really listen to Chaperone before like the show and
Mm.
her full album. So I love her voice. I don't love every song of hers. It's because I'm not a huge pop person, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You know, but beautiful voice, love her whole message and
She's
like her
cool.
aesthetic too. She's cool. We all know how I feel about Sabrina. So honestly, I think Sabrina should have won Album of the Year. I'll put it out there. Short and Sweet was the album of 2024.
It was a no skip album. Like,
Yeah.
just bops. Straight up.
So that was a shock. I was shocked. Do I love my bee? Of course, Queen Bee. Like hello. But no, I mean I was very shocked by that result. I thought it was hilarious that Beyonce was late as hell, showed up to the Grammys mad late, start like she's like
Yeah.
kissing and saying hello and literally sits down and then like has to stand back up. Boom, she won
It's the country album
the
of the
country
year.
album of the year.
Yeah.
I was dying. I said, damn, that bitch just sat down.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Can we talk about, was it Casey Musgrave's face?
Yeah.
Casey's face. She was pissed, bro. She could not hide it.
She was.
The amount of like rage in her eyes. Oh man,
In
it was.
her defense, all right, she was up for. She's been like, she's one of those people that has always been there, like so close, and
The
just.
Leo DiCaprio who just
Yeah,
never
yeah.
wanted.
But she did win one that day, so I don't know why her face was so extreme. I mean, I know why, let's be real, we all know why.
We
But
know why.
yeah, but to me, it was really surprising because she won a Grammy earlier for The Architect, the best country song. So maybe she
Okay.
just expected it because she got best country song that maybe she would be getting the best country album.
Gotta
But
make sure.
yeah, yeah,
No, or maybe she just wasn't happy for Beyonce. Let's
that's
just
true.
put it out
Yeah,
there. Okay?
we can say that. I would
Yeah.
like to
We
think
didn't.
that because I like her music, so I'd like to think she's not one of those people, but it's just me thinking the best. I'm gonna touch on fashion real quick because I did think of
Ooh.
something.
Okay.
Taylor's outfit. Okay.
Oh god.
Don't be a
She looked
hater.
like she was like, no, I'm not gonna be a hater. Okay, woohoo, Taylor, so cute, and her red, wow.
Now it's not
And she
even the
looked like
red.
she was like, what are you talking about? The T on her thigh
Yes,
and the
he's written
symbolism.
mine on my upper thigh. Come on. Endgame. Endgame. She's just so happy. And I love how happy she is for everybody around her. And she's just like
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
good vibe, you know? Like, I don't understand
Mhm.
how all those people are there and not like dancing along to their performances, not getting hyped up because it's like a big concert, you know? Like,
Yeah.
why not feel? I know that if I was someone performing, I would feel weird if I'm performing and nobody's like bopping, you know. So I think she's cool. She's a
Mhm.
good hype girl. I feel like she gives those
Yeah.
vibes. But
No, for
yeah,
sure, and I feel like it's pretty consistent for her, like, she does it across every show. Because I think, again, in the position she's in, everybody, there are gonna be people who question, "Is that really her? Is she just putting on an act, blah, blah, blah." But, I mean, I feel like she's been that way for a long time. She's always drank and shown that she can dance and, like, bring her girls with her and have a good time at these shows, so I feel like that's just who she is.
yeah, she just seems like a genuinely excited person. Like every time, like
Mhm.
when Travis won the AFC championship, she was like hyped up, just on another level excited this year, like, and was just like, I can't believe it, like, you're going to the Super Bowl. Like, she was just super excited, and it's just like that's, it's very exciting, but it's just like it's she seemed like it had never happened before, like that first
Mhm.
time excitement, which is,
Mhm.
it just feels very like genuine. But yeah, the T up on the top, come on now, how cute, it's adorable.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. And I saw somebody talked about that reference and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But I wasn't impressed with the rest of the dress. I thought this was just a cute red dress.
No, it wasn't the dress, it was the T. That's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I thought it
I'm
was
just
cute.
saying.
Yeah. I don't think there
Yeah.
was any
So,
outfit that I was just like, whoa, this was amazing, that I saw.
um,
I think Sabrina's were cute, like you said.
Sabrina's cute, yeah, but it's not something I feel like I haven't seen before. You know, it gives that like old vintage look, super cute. I really love Dochi's outfits. They were very
Oh
cohesive. They
yeah.
had like this business casual and couture like vibe to it, which was awesome. I loved it. Um yeah, it wasn't super, super standout. There were some ridiculous ones that I was like, okay, wow, okay, you're stretching it here. I thought Gaga looked beautiful. Oh my God. Let talk about something I'm excited about. Did you not watch Abracadabra and like get Fame Monster vibes? Like, are you a Gaga fan?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, do you remember Fame Monster?
No.
How
Oh
you
yeah.
love it, that romance, like that
Is
whole
that the
era of
album?
Gaga. Yeah, it's called Fame Monster.
Oh snap. I never dived
Oh my God.
deep into, hey, okay, I know I'm gay, but listen, I didn't dive that deep into
Nothing
the
to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. Excuse me.
Gaga.
Listen. Anyway, best like one of my favorite albums of all time, Fame Monster. Okay, we Gaga has shown different sides of herself in each album. I haven't had a moment in a long time where I've felt Fame Monster vibes from her.
Hmm.
So seeing Abracadabra and one of the, it was like a commercial break or something, and they
Yeah.
played the video, and it was like the release of the song. I was just like, put me in back into the that era of Gaga, and I'm very excited to hear the album. I think it comes out this month, some at some point.
Wow. I didn't see that it's like a whole album. I saw the single and like the music video
Yeah,
for
she
that.
has like the album is coming out this month with whatever other songs, which I'm
That's awesome.
super excited about.
I do
Hmm.
appreciate that she shouted out like when she accepted her speech, she talked about trans people. I think that
Yeah,
that was like a good. I love it when people use their platform or use that platform to do something, like just shout stuff out, like
yeah,
Shakira did with immigrants. I think
yeah,
I like when people do.
hmm,
I think Chappell Roan
yeah,
called out the music industry or
yeah. She said
agencies.
that yeah, the agencies or just there should be appropriate wages for people who work in the industry so that they can live. I mean, hello.
Yeah, for
Sounds
sure.
simple enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with the best album thing. I mean, I'm glad that Beyonce got the recognition. That, I mean, 99 nominations, about time.
I know, it's not wild.
Yeah. So I think that that's great. Do I think she's had better albums? I'm gonna be honest, yes. Like Renaissance should have been the one. Like that should have been a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
I
but I
do
don't.
like this album. I think that, yeah, it's a great album. It's a great album. I feel like it's unfortunate because there's so much, like, there's so much scrutiny about that win that it's crazy. Like, and it feels like she's
Mhm.
not gonna get the full glory that is getting
She
that, like
won't.
finally getting there, because there's all these haters.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean, but I don't. At the end of the day, it's about how that person feels. So as long
yeah,
as
for
she's
sure.
proud of it, and like and she knows she has millions of fans, so it's. But no, there's going to come. All of this is going to come with the scrutiny and the Illuminati and this and that and whatever.
Oh, I haven't
Just
heard
all this
Illuminati in a hot
bullshit.
minute.
Oh my God, yeah. I was reading comments and they're like, it's Illuminati, this is rigged, it's Jay-Z, da 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 da. Whatever. Um,
Haters
yeah,
gonna
I
hate, hate, hate.
always, always. So it comes with the territory, it's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was just so surprised. Also, too, I mean, love Kendrick. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
That song
Yes.
was a bop. Okay, that song just like brought the storm to pop culture. Like it amazing song, but did it need to get
Two? No.
like record of the year?
Yes. Listen,
Record
Billie
of the year?
Eilish deserved that for Birds of a Feather. I sing that
Listen,
song all the
okay,
time. It's so good, Birds of
yes.
a Feather.
I'm torn because I love Billie Eilish, and seeing her cry at the end broke my heart because it seemed like a man I really wanted this kind of
It's
cry,
because this album is
right?
like one of the first albums that she's put out that is her, like that she put like
Mm,
her heart, her feeling, her soul into, and like where she just
yeah,
exposed herself to everybody. So to have it be like, hey, this is me, and just get shot down at every like nothing. She didn't get anything. I feel like she was robbed at some point
I know, I know. I
of
really love
something.
that. Birds of a Feather is a beautiful song. I think it was popular enough. I think it was. I don't know if it's record of the year though. You know what I'm
Which one do
saying?
you
Like,
think?
okay, was Please 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 up for record or was it Espresso?
It was Please Please Please.
Oh, okay. See, I would have put Espresso in that category. Said that was record of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't agree that Please 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 is more popular than Espresso. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Espresso was up for something else. Whatever. Birds of a Feather, beautiful song. Loved it. I don't know. I feel like I just wanted Billy to get a Grammy. I
Yeah.
don't know for what, but I think she deserved it because it was a beautiful album. I was actually listening to it today because I was like, man, like I want to just play through it
Yeah.
again because it is beautiful. And you can tell, yeah, like she had a lot of vulnerability. Her songs, such a contrast from the last album to this one, It
Yeah.
was beautiful. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I like that Kendrick got recognition too. It was a good song.
No,
It
love.
was it like shook like you said, shook pop culture. It was just like and
It's so so good. I saw a post today that was like, somebody do a wellness check on Drake when the whole thing was like A minor
yeah.
with the song.
Yeah. Drake
Yo, Drake,
announced an
where you
album
at?
today
Where's
actually.
Toronto? Are you in Toronto, bro? Where you at?
I think this morning or last night he was like, yeah, I'm dropping an album.
Oh, did he? Oh, you know what it's
Yeah,
gonna be about.
probably. Like, revive the feud. This whole thing has stirred up the beef.
Yeah. So, we'll see Kendrick this Sunday too he's doing
Yeah.
halftime. So I'm interested
Yes.
to see where he takes the performance.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's this theory that when he like during the halftime at some point, like that he's gonna pull out like bring Taylor out for Bad Blood. And I'm just like, let the man
Oh,
have
you
his
really?
moment. Yeah, I don't think Taylor would do that though. I feel like she would be like, no, this is Trav's time.
Mm,
Let him have it.
I mean,
Also, she'd probably be too
maybe.
turned, you know. She likes to party in the boxes.
Sorry.
That's your kid.
I'm gi I'm gi I'm giving Bob the eyes because over my headphones, I can hear his alarm, and I'm like, "Where is the phone?"
This is a good ad for Crisp, which is the software that
Oh,
Moon
you didn't hear it at
uses
all?
to no, didn't hear anything. It's the software that
Okay, let's
she
plug
uses.
Chris.
Yeah. Crisp is
Yes,
AI software, right?
that's what he said. It's AI software that minimizes, the is it ambient sound, I guess you can call
Yeah,
it?
like background sound,
Yeah, the background
echoes.
noise. Yeah, so you don't hear any background noise when you have this software kind of filtering your system, and it works really well because I could hear the shit out of that alarm, and I was gonna rip someone's head off for it.
Yeah, Bob's always in the background watching TV, cooking. He was cooking one episode, and we don't ever hear it because of Crisp. Hey,
Shout out
Crisp,
to Chris.
throw out that
Sponsor us.
sponsorship. Ew. So I've got some chisme.
Dime.
Yes, Oscar, not Oscars. I said I did that too. Grammys,
I know
Cheeseman.
we mix it up. We mix it up.
Oscars and the
Dime.
Grammys. Grammys, Cheeseman. So there were a couple of blind items that came out. And again,
Mhm.
blind item is Cheeseman essentially. That no one ever, it's anonymous tips. But there was
Mhm.
one that said, and I want your opinion on this one, because you're
Mhm.
a big fan. It said that one of the big award winners of the night is in an affectionless marriage or like a loveless marriage and
Mhm.
was seen making out with their bodyguard. And the theory is that that's about Beyonce and Jay Z. So, thoughts? Do you think Beyonce is boogieing with her bodyguard?
In the back seat. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, do you know? So you know the Cheese Me about Bodyguard the song.
No, I'm not in the Beyonce lore.
Okay, listen. So I started singing the song Bodyguard from Cowboy Carter because the Cheese Me about that song is that Beyonce's a little cheeky bitch, and there's been all these rumors over I don't know how long that she is snogging her bodyguard. That
Oh.
apparently her and her bodyguard have this relationship because her and Jay-Z are like, on a rocky road, blah blah blah, whatever. So it's funny that like that's been the rumor for a while. She puts out this song to like indulge all of us. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm gonna put it out there, but like not admit to it, but put it out there to make y'all think you're right. But is it right or is it wrong? I don't know. We all
Okay.
lemonade, you know what I mean? She told her truth with lemonade, so like why wouldn't she be able to do that again with another song? So it's funny that you brought this up because, you know, honestly too, sorry. I love you, Beyonce, but like I mean, I know people have different opinions about PDA, but like every time she won, Jay-Z would not kiss her. Right? Did you see that?
Yeah, no.
Like winning and like hugs Blue Ivy and then like goes in with Jay-Z and it's always like like kiss. Can y'all kiss? Like like I
The
don't know,
little
it's just
champagne glasses like at a wedding. Ding, ding, ding.
no, I'm just like,
I mean, maybe
that's
that's where this was birthed. It's because you would
I don't
think,
know.
right? Like
Yeah,
Gaga,
so
she
that
kissed her mans when she won.
I know because you can tell Gaga's probably a super affectionate, like just like huge lover of sorts, right?
Cariñosa.
But super cariñosa. You can tell that that's like when she loves hard, you know? But yeah, that's funny. I mean, I don't know, but I'd love
Just wanted.
to
I didn't
live
know
in
the
the fantasy.
bodyguard reference. Now I'm gonna go re-listen to
That's
that
my favorite
song.
song. No, that's my favorite song of the album, and that's where that's the ha ha about the song is that there's that rumor that's been going around.
Huh. I'm gonna have to
Mhm.
give it a listen and see what my theories are there.
Gaga, not Gaga, sorry, Miley and Beyonce also won a award for their duo on the album,
Most
and that's
wanted,
Bob.
right?
So good. It's called Most Wanted. Oh, and it's a funny, cool reference is like, I mean, I watched Hannah Montana growing up, and I saw a post that like side by side, it showed like a scene from Hannah Montana that was like Miley screaming like, oh, like she was imagining herself in the future, like at an award show, and she was like, one day, like. Oh, Beyonce, thank you so much. I can't believe I'm in the same category as you. Like something like that, like a scene.
Yeah.
And then the second photo was like her and Beyonce like winning an award together. I thought that was
Oh, that's
cute.
awesome. I'll have to look
hmm
that one up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. I can't think of any other blind items. Oh my gosh, did you see? I just thought of something random that happened, but did you see when Benson Boone finished his performance? Like right before the camera cut off of him, he just grabbed his junk and rearranged it.
Yes, gross. I'm watching and I'm like, ew, why is he touching his junk?
You know
And then
he
I
had
think
to be uncomfortable. Like,
no, but I think yeah, I know, I get it. But I think what's funny is that like I'm watching and then he did it, and then he like his face was like, oh shit, I just did that. Like
It's so like
Face is like, "Shit, I just did that, like, in front of everybody," you know?
that thing you just it's just the natural movement. You don't even think about it. And
And
you're
I was like, "Ew," he just, like, grabbed his thing, like, just smashed
just
himself.
like legit, just like a handful. Not even subtly, because people just pull
No,
their pants down
trust me,
or
I made a comment. I said I was like, "Ew, did you see that?" to Bob, and he was like, "See what?" And I was like, "He just, like, moved his whole junk in front of everybody." Like, yeah, I saw the grab, okay? It was intense. And it's funny, like, you say that, and so let me throw something out there,
go for
okay?
it.
Not only because they matched last night, but that guy, Sabrina Carpenter, come on. That'd be a cute couple.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know Benson Boone enough
I don't know
to.
who that is before the show. I just saw him
True.
saying he did a
You
flip, and then
think
I knew that.
the vibe.
Ew.
I can see the
Like
vibes.
like seeing his vibe, him and Baby Blue. He's short, she's short.
Short and
They're
sweet.
like they would look cute together. They both like to sing. He like grabs his junk, like he's like, who cares? Maybe he's a little brat himself. And I think she needs a man who's a little brat.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Did you ever listen to Fort Minor?
No,
It's a good. Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park went off for like a little bit and did like a rap album.
nope.
It's pretty good if you're ever
What made you think of this?
some. We're drifting, girl.
You're drifting. Okay, we're
Some
drifting.
sort of. That's how the mind of someone with ADHD works, guys. Just little
Listen, I feel
pieces.
like everybody in my life has ADHD because I find myself in these drifted conversations pretty frequently.
Listen, it brings you some entertainment, right?
Yeah,
Or
I'm never bored.
confusion, honestly. A little bit of both.
I'm always critically thinking,
Like, where
you know?
did that happens to Jess so much? She's like, or like, she'll take a second to answer me when I say something, and she's like, I'm just trying to understand where that came from. Like, what you're talking. Because I'm always thinking, and I'm always thinking about different things in situations. Like, my mind is consistently going. Like, it's just everywhere,
Yeah.
always, unless I'm medicated. It's just always somewhere. And
Yeah.
I just assume so many times that I say something to somebody thinking that they're in my head, or that I was saying what I
Mhm.
was thinking out loud, because I just don't connect the
Mm.
two. And then they just look at me like, huh?
What?
Yeah, or like, wait a second. But my lovely wife is like, just hold on. I just have to figure out where that came from. she's just she's never like, I don't know how she hasn't had enough of me at this point where she's just like, I don't, you're not saying things out loud. she's she's so patient. She's like, let me just circle back and think about what part of our
She needs like
conversation.
reasoning
Yeah.
first, then she can answer.
It's the counselor. It's the counselor in her. So people, find yourself a counselor. It's a good way to
Marry
go.
a counselor, is that your advice?
Yes, unless you don't like talking about your feelings. Although I didn't, and now I'm not. I don't hate it. So,
Mm.
just a little random, drifted again, part of the conversation. We drifted.
Yep.
Anyway,
Well,
it was nice talking
I
to you
think we
guys today.
covered it.
Yeah, we talked Grammys. We did.
You
We
really only talked to me, so
everybody,
it's
yeah.
talking to you today.
My friend Colleen always listens to our episodes and like will live text me her thoughts when when she gets to
That's
certain
nice.
points. She's like, she's the one that I shared the screenshot with the girls. That said that she's gonna
Yeah.
listen to the mom podcast.
Scrunchy moms. Shout out Colleen. Thanks, girl.
Yeah. Shout out Scrunchy Moms, which their new
Shout
episode
out.
yesterday had a little surprise announcement if you guys want to check
No,
it
it's
out.
today.
Yesterday for this episode, right?
Oh yeah, we're releasing on Thursday.
Oh,
So it's
snap. Tuesday. Sorry. You should listen to their new episode on Tuesday if you want some fun, scrunchy mom news. Oh my gosh. Oh, can I tell you some baby news? Not that we're pregnant. We're
Sure.
not pregnant yet. We haven't tried.
I mean, I would hope that you're not. You wouldn't tell me that as we're recording.
I would not. No, I would
You
tell you
better not.
beforehand. Your face is so serious right now.
I'm
No,
telling
no.
you right now. You better not even think that you're gonna make a whole thing out of this with the recording.
No, I'm not. I won't.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a better way.
Continue.
But for the little update for everybody here, Jess's job like a week ago announced that they're covering IUI. Yeah. So not
Wow.
IVF. I thought it was IUI and IVF. So IVF is still a
Mhm.
buttload of money. But
Mhm.
now if we want to just do a couple of tries of IUI, it's not going to cost like $2,000 a piece.
Wow. Is there like a limit to how many times you can utilize like the payment?
No, I don't think
Like
so.
they'll pay for it?
No, it's gonna cost us
Wow.
$20. But the sperm we have to buy, so that's like $2,000. But it's not gonna be
Yeah.
$4,000. It's just gonna be two. But
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, but we're gonna get lucky the first time, so we're not gonna need all that.
There we go.
Yeah. But I thought I'd
That's
share
awesome.
that. I'd share that with you. I guess I could have done that off the air,
I mean, hey,
but
we're all on the journey with you right now.
hey. All right. Well, we'll cut it off here before I say other stuff or drifting. Moni, take
Yeah,
us
let's
out
do
this
that.
time.
Or before I say anything else offensive.
This has been an
Listen, we're
episode,
learning.
guys.
Anyway, so we'll wrap it up here.
Yes,
Thanks, Cammy, for chatting.
of course. Look forward to talking next week.
Yes, everybody just keep out for our posts on IG.
Oh, yeah.
We want to keep, yeah, Cammy and I were talking about how we're old and like we don't have a lot of chisme that in our own lives. And I'm pretty open, like I'll share a lot, but there's some things going on that like I don't have chisme to talk about.
Mm,
Uh, but we want to kind of keep reaching out to you guys and getting responses. So look out for our IG. Probably on a weekly basis, we're going to be posting maybe some opportunities for anonymous responses. And if you have advice or you have some chisme that you want to share about your own life or somebody you don't have to tell us names, but give us situations and we'd love to chat about it. And
yeah.
definitely, I think I want to do some kind of like advice episode. I think Cami and I give pretty good advice, so that would be kind of fun to play with.
Yeah.
We don't take, we give it.
Facts. Won't take it, but we'll gladly give
Won't
it.
take our own advice, but we'll gladly serve it up to you.
Hey, we're doing pretty good, I'd say, in life.
I know. We are. So look out for that. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.